Welcome everyone. I'm at a Michelin-rated restaurant, and thank you so much. A Michelin-rated restaurant, and I'm about to have a full experience all throughout West Ireland, and we're starting with a very, very fancy potato bread with some butter, and I'm so excited. Thank you. And they're already serving the wine. I'm also going for a full wine pairing. I might be a little bit silent during this video, but I just wanted to show you the entire kind of process of eating at a high-end restaurant. Beautiful, beautiful place called Anir. Anir. It stands for West Ireland, or Westerly, from the West. That's what it stands for, from the West, Anir. Oh, wonderful. What is this?
This is your Turnip, your Shidagura. Dietary integration wine.
Yeah.
With 50% polishing ratio from the Ishikawa prefecture in the west of Japan. So, are you familiar with Japan?
Japan, yes I am.
Yeah. So, Tokyo in the east, Ishikawa just right across.
Oh, okay. Great.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, everyone. I might be a little bit silent, so don't mind me. I'm trying the fanciest bread here. Shred out potato bread with a slathering of that butter, and they have a poem which reads, "Someone else cut off my head." And let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna speak very low because this is a fancy place. Someone else cut off my head in a golden field. Now I am ready, recreated by her fingers. This molding is more delicate than the first kiss, more deliberate than her own rising up and lying down. I am fine as in anything in this legendary garden, yet I am nothing till she runs her fingers through me, shapes me with her skill. The form that I shall bear grows round and white. It seems I comfort her even as she slits my face and stabs my chest. And her feeling for perfection is absolute. Okay, alright. So I'm glad to go through the fire and come out. Shaped like her dream in my way, I am all that can happen to men. I came to her finger's end. I will go back to her again. By Brendan Kelly. Brendan Kennelly. And his name Brendan. Oh wow. Oh my god. This is a one Michelin-Star rated restaurant in Galway, one of two Michelin-rated restaurants. And this one is all focused on local Irish cuisine. Everything is local. I'm gonna need a spoon for this. Wow, this is super buttery. Oh my god, the butter just melted.
Actually, the German name is much more in innovation.
Yeah, hey. So I brought you an oyster to enjoy with your bread. Okay. So it's a Dunkastle oyster. On the bottom we have an oyster emulsion, and then on top we have a pickled seaweed, stout foam, and a sea truffle powder as well.
A stout foam? Oh, interesting. What type of stout do you guys use?
We use it from the Galway Hooker brand.
Oh, okay. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so a stout foam on the oyster. I'll speak a little bit later. Stout foam on the oyster. Oh, that's super fancy. Alright, let's try this out. So the bread is super soft. This is a potato bread. This is what you'll find a lot in Northern Ireland. Super soft, but the butter, oh my god, it's on another level. So it's all locally sourced only from the west of Ireland, which is the area we're in, which is traditionally called Connacht. And this butter is super creamy. It has a little bit more of an earthy taste to it. Let's try it out on its own. It even has kind of a woody taste to it, which is interesting. Almost like a bark, which is fascinating. I wonder where these cows were eating.
First time we've been here. They're very nice. Haven't been there yet.
So yeah, everyone on YouTube, better viewing experiences on Facebook. Unfortunately, YouTube makes it very awkward. I had to go vertical. I did not ask the restaurant beforehand about making a video. In order to make it seem a little bit easier, I just did vertical. So I hope you don't mind. Most of my food videos are always in horizontal, so you can watch on your TV, but in this case, it's a bit more of a special circumstance, so I'm making it vertical. I hope you don't mind. Moderators, just repeat that I'm going through. Alright, let's try it with the wine. So wine pairings comes with this 18-course meal. I already ate like the first course, which was a few snacks. So I'm having, and you gotta put your volume up also up because I'm not gonna speak too loud. So this is an exceptional video, everyone. I hope you don't mind. It's 18-course meal, and it comes with a wine pairing, additional if you order it. So let's try the wine, and I think it's like 6 or 7 wines. So cheers, slouch.
I've worked with chef, and the chef will point and
Super refreshing, very light, kind of very bright. Almost tastes like, it's interesting. It almost tastes like oyster water, which is fascinating. It's like super light. I think it's good because we're having about like 7 glasses of wine. Wow. So yeah, moderators, feel free to just repeat what I said. The video is going to be vertical because I'm in a super high-end restaurant and there's other guests. I'll respect the peace. Also, I'll speak loud. Let's try this out.
So it's like my grandfather told me the rest is
one oyster, 18 courses, and we gotta pace ourselves. I just gotta grab this oyster and full. What type of wine, Robert? You might have heard it's a Japanese white wine. So everything here is Irish, west of Ireland, except the wine. Wine is not produced in Ireland, Japanese, and a few other different places.
The one where you don't have to be too overpowering and not too well, that's mine.
So super deep flavor to it. I love, you can slightly taste the stout. The oyster kind of adds that creamy squishiness to it. It's really good. Oh wow, that's delicious. It's almost as creamy as the butter.
There's no way.
Is it sake? No, it's not sake, no. There's a slight kind of like sweetness, like very bright mintiness, but it's not mint. It's something else. He told me the ingredients, but it's hard to kind of capture them all. But luckily, you're hearing them on video. So it's like some type of mintiness. Now, usually when you go to these high-end restaurants, they use herbs from anywhere around the world because it's common to use cinnamon, common to use nutmeg from all parts of the world. But here they really stick to fully West Ireland. So even the condiments are West Ireland. No cinnamon, no nutmeg, none of that. And we're using condiments only from West Ireland. As you know about Ireland, they're known for their cows and their dairy and their potatoes, but condiments, I don't think most condiments in the world come from the Pacific area, so yeah. Delicious. So the butter already has melted into the potato bread. No, I'm gonna slide this over. So thank you. Appreciate it. He was about to take away the plate, but no, I'm gonna do this. I know this might not be so couth or proper in a high-end restaurant, but F it. This is a good sauce. Don't let manners get into enjoying a very good meal.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. No, the machine won't work on tapping anyway,
So Kate says a bit better than Supermax? Yeah, a bit better than Supermax. Thank you.
Copy. No. Yeah, because of the mask, sometimes it turns out coffee. Because of these things Okay.
We're just starting. Oh, that's quick. Yeah, thank you. All right, they're quick. Thank you. Where's the butter from?
We make it ourselves.
Yeah.
It's wood butter with wild garlic vinegar in it.
Oh, the white
leek
garlic.
vinegar.
Oh, interesting. White leek vinegar. Oh,
So
interesting.
it's our own culture butter. We make it
Oh, okay. And do you guys know the farm? Obviously you do, right?
for the milk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
of
the milk,
course. So that's, we make the butter with some buttermilk, and it's whipped, and then we add. I get you the vinegar.
Don't worry, we'll take it after that.
So that goes in there.
Oh man, no, let me show that. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I can't?
Not of me.
Now of you, okay, can I show this?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Right. Garlic vinegar. Fascinating. Thank you.
Yeah, very well.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
And see you next year.
That's your next wine?
Yes.
Daniel Wagner's Grauburgunder
Okay.
from Rheinhessen from 2020.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, it is raining now, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Would you like me to call you back?
What?
I can
Thank
do
you.
that. I think that might be better, yeah. Would you like to come inside? Like,
Thank you.
You can have a seat in the table, no problem. Where would you like to go? Thank you.
Yeah, that was a bit awkward.
It will be 3 minutes, so you can have a seat without a problem. Okay.
So this is the list of supplies that they get. They have suppliers from all around West Ireland. So yeah, the waiter specifically said not to be. He doesn't want to be on camera, which is okay. I just found it very, very, very awkward. And they give a little reading of their story. And the reason I came here is because across the street they actually own a different wine bar that during the days of cafe, I was so blown away by it. It convinced me to actually book this place. So I'm so excited to try it out. And then they have all the list of everything we're gonna have. So, and also the list of the wines. So I gotta take a photo of this as well before I head out or take it home with me. So right now we're
Okay, ma'am.
Continue with the turnip dish.
yeah.
So blanched turnip with pickled lovage. On the bottom it's lovage oil,
Okay.
lovage yarrow and chickweed, and around that's whey sauce. Okay.
Whey sauce. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
Can I take it?
I'm already done. Yeah. Thank you so much. Look at this. So let me know if you heard that. So it is whey sauce. I didn't catch the rest of it. It is very interesting. Roe, I think he said. Something roe, which is a type of fish. And some type of fish over here as well. Veronica says, do you know what's next is listed? Yeah, it's listed. Everything is listed here. So it's not so kind of surprise. Yeah, I'll take this home. Sharon says the waiters won't take my long. As I said, awkward. Very awkward. Usually that doesn't happen.
Okay. Yeah, well, they'll be out right now.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So it is not a white fish, it's like some type of fruit. I decided to sit here, by the way. They gave me a better seat, but I decided here. Some type of fruit. And
I'd like to put you some water. But
oh yeah, no worries. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm making a video of experience. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What type of fruit is this again? Or vegetable?
turnip.
Turnip. Oh, it's turnip. Okay.
It's called cotta turnip.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so
But
much.
it's from here, from the word.
Yeah,
It's a baby turnip.
baby turnips. Oh, that's
Which are poached.
with poached. Oh, interesting.
They're poached, and it comes with a oil of nasturtium and lavage,
Yeah.
and a emulsion of whey.
Oh, fascinating. Thank you so much. So this turnip doesn't speak out too loud to me. Not really too loud. It's nice. It's pleasant. It's very interesting sauce. Really interesting. The sauce. The turnip. Let me try this. Let's pull it out. Bella says, I guess these dishes are now to be filling. It's 18 courses. We're about the third right now, 18. So you do get filled by the end of this experience. So the point of high-end experiences, high-end restaurants is to kind of, it's more like a ride. It's more like a movie or a tour. So think about this. Yes, it is expensive. There's 110 euro plus the wine pairing, which is 75 euro. But if you go on the food tour you're probably spending 90 euro. Or if you go on if you go to maybe 2 or 3 high-end restaurants, you're probably spending about the same amount of money. So think of it as a kind of a ride. It's not meant to be a place to fill up on food or to enjoy a good meal after a long day. It's a place that you go for the experience. So the turnips, not too special, but that sauce is really good. So flavorful. I decided to do this for me personally because I didn't do a food tour. Usually I do food tours here in Ireland. I really wanted to do some type of food tour. And so I decided to do this. So to experience the entire west of Ireland by sitting down via food. What's in the sauce? Whey is involved in the sauce. A byproduct of butter. So super flavorful. This is amazing sauce. Turnips were secondary here. That's amazing sauce. So how it tastes like? It tastes like a little bit oily, a little bit kind of salty. It tastes like sea salt. not really buttery. It's more kind of it's hard to describe. It's a bit more of a kind of light creaminess to it. What course number is this? I think it's 3, 4, 5, somewhere around there. Is white wine the only option? No, I think red will be involved, but since we're starting, usually whites are for lighter meals, and this is a turnip, so it's for a lighter meal, usually whites, or for fish. So since we have oyster, that's why they picked. Yeah. So this one is I'm not very good with wines. This one's a bit stronger than the other one, definitely. I get notes of grapefruit from it. A bit drier. The other one was super bright, super light. This is much drier. Grapefruit. Is it buttery wine, says Wendy? No, more like grapefruit wine. That's how it tastes like. Very grapefruity. Very dry.
Is it Japanese or Chinese?
Looks thicker, yeah. It's a bit thicker, Judith. Yeah, a bit thicker. Lynn, will I return to New York after my trip? I will, yeah, I am.
Okay.
And Sherman, yeah.
The word, the origin of kombucha. Tea. No. What country? Korea. Korea.
It tastes German. Yeah. Yes, you can take it. Thank you so much.
And this.
Kay says you'll be squiffy after the end of the wines. I think I will, yeah. I think I will. And Cynthia says, hoity toity Ireland, yeah. Wendy says, please don't go back to New York. I'll do my best. I mean, the top of the ring is thicker in the glass. Interesting. So yeah, it's a German wine. Seems more dense in texture. Yeah, I think it is. What was the first course? I did not show the first course because I was waiting to see if the vibe is correct. But the first course was kind of a series of 3 different snacks. One of them involved the beetroot. Cynthia says, you got a haircut, you look extra handsome. Thank you so much, Cynthia, I appreciate it. I did get a haircut in Cork. Buzz, that is indeed the restaurant, Anir. Veronica says, what if you get full after the 18 courses? Chances of that is much lower because you won't.
So the next course, it's potato foam.
Yeah.
On the bottom it's smoked ale from Longmay, and on the top it's dried curd egg yolk.
Oh, smoked ale, interesting.
Smoked ale.
And what type of eggshell is it?
That's the normal chicken shell.
Oh, no more
Yeah,
chicken.
just
okay.
the white. So that's different type of chicken. You know,
Oh.
a lot of chicken in the world.
Yeah, of course.
That's just the white.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Judith, you recommend I try Loam. I think one Michelin-Star restaurant for me is enough for a weekend. So this is an egg with a foam in it, and yeah, so interesting. And there's a lot of grass here. Yeah, interesting. It's all about presentation, says Gwen. Yeah, it's about presentation. Sharon says, what? You know, I hear the ingredients, it goes here and it comes out through here. I'm very good, usually good with food, but this one, I have no idea. So, we spoon it. Sinead says it's very quiet. It is very quiet. Yeah, usually these high-end restaurants are kind of quiet vibe. Usually. Gwen says you have quick hands when the waiter comes. Not so. We have 3 people coming. There's the manager. I think he's been presenting the wine. We have the cook or the chef or someone behind the kitchen who's coming over explaining the dishes. And then we have the waiter. Yeah, there's 3 different people coming. All right, let's try this out. That's funky. That's very funky. Wow. Interesting.
What was that? What was that?
Sounds good.
If I were to have this anywhere else, I'd probably not eat it. I'll probably be very suspicious about it. Deeply suspicious. This is the type of funk that if the place looks funky, you better put it away and walk away. But this is also the type of funk that if the place is not funky, if the place is quite awesome looking, it's the type of funk that you have to kind of give it a few tries. Trust in the funk when it comes to this.
Our mothers. And then later on, when the grandmothers were not there, our mothers become the best.
Yes.
I got my grandmother died during the war years. I never knew. My mother's mother.
It has an ingredient that I usually do not like in my food, and it's super powerful. It's a fish. This is a fish. Which one is it?
You like the white noodles and a lot of Romanian as well.
It's super intriguing.
And everything is good. There was just
This type of food is like meeting that very weird person on the street, and the very weird person, you know, kind of freaks you out, but at the same time you're kind of so intrigued. You're like, I want to find out why is it so weird. Making videos is so awkward. What is it, Ultimate?
They just run along.
It's the strangest thing. So I can't describe it too well, but it's like it tastes like a certain type of fish, which I can't pinpoint which one. Is it eel? It tastes no, it doesn't taste like an eel. Smoked eel. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's smoked eel. So yeah, it's smoked fish. It has a smoked fish taste to it. With the salt, with the kind of not the sauce, but like the foam that they put around it, it's kind of very.
Yeah, that's true. We wouldn't see that.
It tastes like that kind of
At olden times,
capers. Okay, there we go. It tastes like that first bite into a bagel with salmon, smoked salmon, and then there's a lot of capers on it. And you bite into it, and it has that super capery taste to it. That's how it is. Yeah.
when the Irish started the road, they were the first to introduce spaces between words.
That's good.
Better sense.
It's weird. It's super
I really
weird,
learned that a few years ago.
but it's good. It literally tastes like a
Just think of the entire
bagel
looking like that one term.
with salmon with too many capers on it.
And that's what it would look like.
That's what it is.
You had to have your eye trained.
It's so strange. I really wanted to taste this. I saw photos of it on Google Maps, and I'm so excited I tried it out. So yeah, it tastes like salmon with smoked salmon with capers. So delicious. Bella says as long as you liked it. I did enjoy it. Like it. Lauren says great description. Thank you so much, Lauren. I guess you need to be adventurous. Yeah, for these higher restaurants, it's best that you keep a very open mind. Very, very open mind. Yeah, it came with the nest, but the nest isn't edible.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yes, that was a very interesting dish. Yeah,
Very lovely. It's a lot of personality.
it does.
A lot
Yeah.
of flavor. For such a small egg.
And being a New Yorker, I'm very familiar to that taste because we have a lot of smoked salmon and capers. So it has a very similar taste profile to that. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. These waiters are not talkative. Not talkative at all. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've read a bit of it.
You wouldn't have a space in today's one. You travel around.
Really?
They're still embedded.
Thank you.
Not away.
Dessert honey panna cotta, with beef ball and a rose gel. Panna cotta.
Thank you so much.
With rose gel. Meadow sweet ice cream, that's the white rose, tastes like similar almond. And then on top it's honey tuile.
Where's the meadow sweet?
So the meadow sweet is the ice cream.
Oh, here.
Yes.
Sharon says I look scared.
Next summer it will be.
You get actually honey from Noah. He's out in locally. He was in this afternoon again. So
Everyone, I'll tell you a little bit about filming food videos. This is live, so if it were edited, it's easy to edit out the awkward parts while filming. But I have the camera pointed directly the entire time. Oh, wonderful.
Pastrami 2020.
Okay. Is it rosé?
Orange.
Orange is the orange one. Oh, interesting. Oh, wonderful.
Please and
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Ashley says, yay, baby eagle as soon as you walk out of the restaurant. What do you mean, Ashley? And hello, Sharon and Veronica says let's keep an open mind, yeah. And there we go. Orange wine. Benny says you have to swoosh to bring out the nose. So this tastes like a, wow, this tastes like waking up, putting on a robe and walking out and seeing the morning rain.
So here we have a goat curd with grilled preserved tomatoes, grilled elderflowers, and tomato crisp, and some burnt leek ash powder as well.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Goat curd. So this literally tastes like walking out in the robe. Smelling that freshly wet landscape. And there's a bird chirping nearby. And the morning dew is covering the entire landscape. And you breathe, and as you exhale, you have that little mist that comes out the exhale. Wow. And it tastes just like that. Wow. So it's kind of very orangey tasting. Slight mintiness. It smells delicious. It's like, it literally morning dew. Morning dew, wow. Ooh. Probably one of the better wines I've ever tried. That's amazing. COS Rami from Sicily, 2020. Kay says I like the dishes they're serving in. Yeah, it's all about presentation. All right, let's try this out. I'm deeply excited for this because I love goat cheese. Oh, this goat curd. Oh my god. Thank you, Absolute Muppet. So, Absolute Muppet is a legend. So, if anyone hears exactly, they're a lot better at listening than I am. Do write it down, the dishes as they go by. Thank you so much, Absolute Muppet. Give them a round of hearts for writing it down. Thank you so much. Try it out.
development that we use less and less sugar and we get not that sweet.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find you go to restaurants and then you're going to save it. It's like you're nice level. You just keep with the sugar. And that's just like, it's really a bit too much use sometimes.
So super creamy, super creamy.
Really nice and soft.
I love the little smoked ash that they put on it. The preserved tomato tastes like raisins, but of course you get that tomato taste with it. And yeah, it is cold. The goat curd is cold. The chips are lukewarm temperature. Very salty. It almost tastes like seaweed. With this, it's really good. Delicious. Yeah. So the combination of the sweetness of the preserved tomato, which tastes like a raisin, the super creaminess of the goat curd, but it's a very good creaminess. So not like a very cheap cheese creaminess. I like this type of creaminess. It almost tastes like a nice melted cheese. And the chips, great combination of textures right here. You get all the textures here. Zoe says, I'm so jealous. And Lynn says, these plates look ridiculous. So everyone, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, this is not kind of a place to eat. Think of this more like going out to see a Broadway show. You watch television to just be entertained at the end of the day and just have some good entertainment. But you go to a Broadway show to see something interesting. You go to opera, actually it's better. You go to opera to see something artsy and interesting, unique. Opera ain't gonna be as entertaining or as filling sometimes, at least in the kind of normal sense, as a great Marvel film or a great epic sci-fi film or a fun television show like Breaking Bad. But since it's so out there, since it's so kind of experimental and forward thinking, it's more of fulfilling the soul rather than kind of just having a good meal. So keep that in mind. So don't expect a full party meal. You come here for an experience curated by the chef. You might think it's pretentious, but that's why opera is so much fun. Opera is amazing. It can be. I'm not gonna watch opera every day. Some people might, but I don't. And that's why it's a different experience. Don't be disturbed by it. Just remember it's an experience. Hey, wow, David O'Brien gave a very generous $20 super chat. David, thank you so much. David, thank you so much for a $20 super chat. I appreciate you. Cheers. Final bite of this. I saw the goat. I saw the goat, ladies and gentlemen, as I bit into that final bite. The goat had like a long white beard, had a little bit of a kind of a brow, You know, some goats have those like long brows. Beautiful white mane. And he's on this rocky landscape, chewing on the grass. And he's the head goat. All the other goats follow his lead. That's why I sold him. That was a good goat curd.
The wine is much better. Sorry? I say the wine is much better.
I don't have a glass. They're always going very high.
You know what that's up? You're thinking it.
Yeah. Might be when you're there. You might be right.
Yeah, you can take it. Thank you so much. Hey, Roland says it's like reading a Shakespeare story. At first you do not understand it, but then you say what is just too much parental conflict. Who we're referring to? But yes, it's like Shakespeare. Yeah. Angela, I'm not gonna rate anything. Just only descriptions. I only rate benches. Mater says I ate part of George's family. So Mater is referring to a postcard I sent him, a wonderful photo of a goat. Mater is part of a mega urbanist postcard club, and I called George the gregarious goat. But yes, Mater, I mean I did. Well, I didn't eat him. It's just his curd. I've just ordered some of that orange wine, says Zoe. Oh, cool. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Enjoy it. Sharon says the orange wine puts you over, my friend. How many glasses of wine are involved? 3. This is through number 3, and there's 3 more. 3 more. Each wine I'm spending around €11 for each glass. Yeah. 6 wines.
No, very much.
Oh,
This is as far as I go.
so very humble.
This is as
Hey,
far as I
Teresa
go.
says I'm delighted you were in Ireland, especially in West Belfast. Good man yourself. Oh, thank you so much, Teresa. And I enjoy these live dinners, says Angela. I'm so glad. And Panajota, it's nice to see you here. And Roland says, hey Panajota, you did not miss much, but I lost count of the courses. Hope you don't have far to walk. I'll be okay. Susie. And Roland.
1 point and then orthodox.
Oh, I'm so excited already.
So the next course is duck croquettes. We use the duck leg. On the bottom is black garlic.
Yeah.
And on the top as well a little bit. And cooked and pickled carrot as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Enjoy.
That's great. And then the ducks, where do they come from?
Sorry?
Where do they come from, the ducks?
The ducks
That's
is
the
Thornhill.
source.
Thornhill duck. So the planty currant.
Oh, interesting. Okay, wonderful. And then previously, the goat was really good. What type of goat was it, if I may ask?
Goat.
Yeah.
So that's the Galway Goats Farm.
Yeah.
The name of the owner is Larry.
Larry, okay.
Yeah, it's really famous around in Galway
Yeah.
and the area as well.
And how are the curds made?
The curds made like so you know that's the base on the cheese.
Yeah.
So it's the guy stream it, and after we have the whey,
Yeah.
the goat's whey,
Yeah.
and after you have the curd, and after we make the cheese as well.
Oh, fascinating. Oh, you guys make it here?
No, it's not me, not
Not
me.
here, okay.
No, no,
On the
it's
site.
here. On the site, yeah.
Yeah, imagine. All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. doing my best. I have no idea what questions to ask.
If I'm not,
I just want to know the goat's name. That's all I want to know. Alright. Let's.
This is the co-writer of it, this is Stan White. And it has passed into the English language for those of us who are native to the language, not to the country.
I just want to say.
No, it's still there. No, it is still there. It is regularly one of the best comedy of all time. By the way, the Americans made an American version of it. Doesn't work.
Finally, some hot food.
It's terrible.
So, ooh, that's delicious. So, that's very good duck. It's grounded duck. As I mentioned, it's a different kind of species of duck, different from the Mallard duck. Ronald says the goat's name is David S. I knew that this is really good actually. So the grounded duck is super tender. Duck is very hard to cook, ladies and gentlemen. Very hard to cook. Steak is super easy. Chicken is easy. Pork is probably the most difficult that people would do at home. And after that, a lot of people don't cook usually at home, but lamb is a little bit more difficult. But the most difficult meat to cook at home, by far, is duck. Duck ain't easy. Duck, you can't just put it on a pan. Usually you have to put it on a cool pan. Very difficult. So this is a very good, well-cooked duck. And we have this type of sauce.
It is not an Irish word. But it is everywhere.
That sauce is
It's
good.
used everywhere in Irish.
Janeb says, what was the name of the wine? Cos Rami. C-O-S-A-R-I-A-R-A-N-I. Cos Rami.
Right, well, look them up.
Husky says, I'm having Peking duck as you speak. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed me with duck. Sarah, is this duck falafel? No, it's a croquette. Croquette. Fried duck ball. The sauce is really good.
Lots of hits in
It tastes fruity.
It's a very
A lot of fruity notes in this sauce, but obviously it's not fruit. Maybe like onion? He said garlic is involved, but it doesn't taste too garlicky to me.
Visiting the hotel, and he has been hit in the head by something he fell down or whatever. It's concussed.
It actually says, when you say the mint in the wine is more peppermint or spearmint? Let's try it out.
It's terrible. You feel sorry for the Germans and he is terrible.
Well, I did start it one time ago with the American style.
More regular mint. More regular mint. There's peppermint, spearmint are different. More regular mint.
Yeah, I think very good.
Wait. I got more sauce here before I take this last bite.
And I found I love it even more than that.
Is it plum-like? Sinead, yeah. Yeah, it tastes like plums. That's actually the best fruit. I think it might be plums. It says that garlic is involved, but I barely taste any garlic here.
It's very good for this kind of comedian.
So the breading that they have is crunchy, not greasy at all. Kind of very, it's not too loud. Sometimes croquettes you can run into the risk of the breading being a bit too loud, but the bread kind of takes a back seat. What speaks really loud is the actual duck, super juicy. I can tell that it's made with some herbs, but he said the herbs, but I didn't catch exactly what they were. And then the sauce behind it, as Sinead mentioned, yeah, it's a little bit of a plum flavor to it. There's a kind of like bitter sweetness to it. Yes, thank you. Ashley says I would have used a fork and knife. Is it meant to be eaten with fingers? In this case, yes, it was. They usually provide the fork and knife with whatever is necessary.
Very bad.
Robert says, yeah, it could be black garlic sauce. Yeah, let me know. Why does black garlic taste fruity? I'm curious. Thank you. Well, here in this case, we're gonna end up using a knife and a spoon. Oh, wonderful.
Camera on Crash 2018.
Okay. Thank you. And who's the sommelier?
I'm looking after the wine.
Oh, you're looking at the wine. This wine was absolutely amazing. This wine, yeah. What made you select it? If I may ask?
Skewed.
What?
It's skewed.
It's good, but why? Why is it good? What did you do?
Fantastic wine. That's great for the dish.
Oh, that's great. All right, thank you so much. This guy's weird. That is so weird. He really doesn't want to speak on camera. So, Alexander, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you, Alexander. So that's the sommelier, the guy who didn't want to be on camera. Husky, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Wait, sorry. Husky, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Husky and Alexander, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
There's no there's no.
You'll be seeing more Ireland tomorrow.
It's all Oyster's problems. Northern Ireland is part of the
Alright,
problem.
let's try this out.
So the next course, it's called codfish. A little bit fish sauce with sea herbs infusing inside, and trout roe, and we touched it with the brown butter as well.
Oh, with brown butter. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And that previous croquette, delicious. Yeah, wonderful. And that sauce, that black garlic, is it supposed to taste fruity? What? Why? What?
Yeah, fruity is it?
Yeah, it was fruity. Yeah.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. Yeah.
Tiny bit. Why is that? If I may ask?
So that's the aromatic on the garlic.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's cooking in the rice cooker, like
Yeah.
it's 3 months.
3 months.
The black garlic, yeah.
Oh, wow. So it takes that long. So it's
low
all.
temperature.
Yeah.
3 months after we kill it,
Yeah.
and we do the nice.
Oh, no worries, yeah.
The nice emulsify, you know.
Yeah.
It's a little bit oil and a little bit water as well, and salt. And just blitz it, and it's the garlic. It's sweet.
Yeah.
And we cook it a long time. That's for black things.
Yeah.
So this together, it's like a little bit fruity.
Fascinating. Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, wow. Thank you. Yeah.
I think all that we go with the
Wendy, thank you so much. Marine, thank you so much for 1,000 stars. I appreciate it. How many courses have I had? I lost count.
Northern Ireland is not part of Britain either. It's part of Europe.
Braid says the waiter's like, please don't ask me questions. I think the sommelier.
Because there's a substantial, there's a majority, not a very, close to the States. Northern Ireland was formed about 100 years, it's about 100 years.
Hey, Marine, thank you so much for 1,000 stars. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's codfish. What is it?
Just over 100 years ago.
Robert, yeah. The guy behind the kitchen is very nice.
Yeah, there's a reason why there's the reason why there's been so much, the reason why there's been so much trouble in Northern Ireland is there's been a very large minority, 40% Never want to keep his eye on 100 years ago, you could do couples.
But you
Now
can,
you can't do
think,
it.
like, if it was to just do the.
Judas says, I love the moon so much. I'm so glad. Let's try this out.
Happening anytime in the future, more than come back to
I think it will happen, I'm not sure.
John, is it cod? Yes, codfish. Codfish. And there's a
Since,
little
hasn't the Brexit
bug.
trade
He wants a little bite. Codfish.
At the Tory party, the Conservative and the government party in the UK conference last week, they were expressing worry about the fact that there was no trade between Northern Ireland and the Republic, and never before. This would
Buzz says, thanks a million next time. I bet the waiter would do a double take. Okay, will do. Thanks a million. Watery codfish, yeah.
I heard about that.
They don't care. They don't care.
So stay tuned at the end of the broadcast as I go outside. I'll let you know everything. Everything. Full rundown of the experience after the broadcast when I can go inside. Stay tuned. How much is the meal? This is a set price, 110 euro plus 75 euro for the wine pairing. So yeah, quite expensive. But you'll spend the same for a food tour.
Yes.
And then have Europe where they work, and then you can have this part, that's gonna work. Like to have
This literally tastes like the sea. Like, if I were to go to the beach right now and just take a handful of salt water and just drink it, that's how like it tastes like. The cod is super, super loud. Super loud. I know it's an American thing, but your knife can really help you cut your food. They didn't provide a knife, just these two. Yeah, just these two. It doesn't need a knife. The cod is super tender on its own. Is the wine hitting the spot? It is. Good choice of wine.
Back in the 70s, and English won by a couple of percentage points over Germany to be the Irish for what's not the United States. It was a very close thing. Bismarck, the big English, the big German chancellor, you know, the United Germany.
This one is good, but it doesn't say too much.
Germany didn't become the language of
There you go. You learn something every day.
Anyway, we better.
Yeah, it doesn't speak too loud.
Could you organize a taxi for us to Suffolk, just to Suffolk, the Darcy runway?
Yeah.
So yeah, very good cod, but the cod is super loud. I can't taste basically anything. They all kind of mend together to have very full cod taste, but definitely great quality cod. Is it caviar? No. What's involved here is fish eggs, which is known as roe, R-O-E. I think these ones are called, yeah, roe. Roe really doesn't have too much of a flavor from my experience. It's basically the cod what you're trying here. It's good cod. It's great cod, actually. Okay, it's near closing. I'm gonna be the last one out of here. Susie says, okay, I can't leave work until you get dessert. There's a few more left. Maybe like 5? something vibrant.
Oh, yeah.
This is interesting. This is not too much. Since cod is such a thick kind of taste, such a big taste, I really don't taste anything else. It sure is delicious, but it doesn't seem much else. That was good. Hits the spot. Hits the spot.
I'm very sorry. That was a glass. You should have had 750 milliliters. Big glass. It was a mistake.
Oh, good.
Sorry for that.
That's all right.
Now, would you like a coffee?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, definitely.
Would you have
I like
Blackberry?
that. Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here with us tonight.
Hey Adam, what did you have? A lot of things. You gotta look in the back. Tony, this is a place called Anir. Ariel has an accommodating palate. I do indeed, Brian. Thank you so much. Princess, if we fill up on wine. Yeah, there's a fourth one out of two more. There's two more left. Two more glasses of wine.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
I gotta wake up early tomorrow also.
Great pleasure.
Gotta drink a lot of water.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Happy wife, folks. Happy wife. Thank you.
Oh wow.
It's really special dish here.
Yeah.
It's oyster ice cream.
Oyster ice cream. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and the dried sea lettuce powder.
A dried sea lettuce palette. What does that mean?
So that's the sea herbs
Yeah.
called like sea lettuce.
Okay.
So we dried it and after we blitz it.
Oh, some sea herbs. Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. And then what's below?
That's
Yeah.
sugar cap.
Sugar curd. Oh,
That's the
that's,
sea herbs as well. And under the powder,
Yeah.
that's sugar cap powder.
that's amazing. Very cool. What area of the coast do you know? The herbs come from?
The herbs.
Yeah.
That's Connemara.
Colomar. Oh, okay.
Colomar, yeah.
Oh, interesting. I'm going there tomorrow. So.
It's beautiful.
Oh, that's wonderful.
One.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So oyster ice cream. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna drink the rest of this wine. Alright, cheers. This way. That wine is better chugged. Way better. All right, so let's try some oyster ice cream. So that wine was actually really good when chugging it, which was very weird. But I'm so excited to try this. Ooh. Wow, that's weird. That's so interesting. So I'm getting like a cognitive dissonance. There's a slight salty flavor to it. The quality of milk is really good quality of milk. You do get like a slight oyster taste to it, but somehow because it's combined with the milk, it has I think some type of sea salt in it maybe, and that type of powder that they put on top. It's oyster, but it tastes very different from oyster. That's so interesting. Wow. So if you ever have the chance, try oyster stout. It's something you can find more in the US than you can find here, but it's similar to that kind of oyster stout taste that you know there's oysters in it, but it just tastes so different. Wow, that's amazing. Very unique. So I'm glad I tried this because I tried Murphy's that has sea salt ice cream, and this is actually really interesting ice cream. Really interesting ice cream. Amazing, delicious. That was very interesting. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, hard to describe actually, but it's very interesting.
For savory ice cream,
What?
it has nice for savory ice cream.
Yeah.
It has nice texture, very balanced but salty. You can
Yeah.
have an actual oyster, but in a different texture.
Yeah, that's amazing. I noticed that Ireland has quite a few savory ice creams because I also tried Murphy's. If you ever tried it out, they had like a brown bread ice cream and a sea salt ice cream.
Really?
So I'm glad to see an oyster ice cream to join that kind of experience. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Helen asks how many courses. I'm not sure how many courses. I think we're nearing the end. I think we are. Yeah. Oh, bigger wine glass. Wow.
Yeah. We're getting ready for the dog.
Okay.
Oh, is that Instagram?
Yeah, thank you.
Is that Instagram?
What? Oh, I do
TikTok.
Facebook and YouTube. I'm also on TikTok.
this one?
But this is Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's like that.
What? I do live videos, yeah.
And what's the name?
It's Urbanist Exploring Cities. I show food and history. Oh, wonderful.
Croquettes Blauwflankisch from 2019
Oh, Raka.
from the Stajerska region in the northeast of Slovenia.
Northeast of Slovenia. Oh, wonderful.
Please enjoy.
Thank you so much. Alright, everyone. Slam that like button right now. And I hope you're enjoying this. There's a big knife here. I thought that was dessert, but this is not dessert. This is... Now we're gonna go full force with the savory foods. Oh, waitress, am I getting full? Yeah, I am indeed. I am getting full. Kay says, I feel a headache coming mixing white wine and red wine. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Sharon says it's simple and minimalistic. That is the case with a lot of high-end restaurants. It is supposed to be minimalistic. And Roxanne, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for $5 super chat. Thank you. I am glad I have cell phone reception here because trust me, I would love to show you some type of Irish pub with music. But there's two things. A, there's almost no live music in Irish pubs. And then B, unfortunately, usually there's no reception in pubs. So it's a bit hard. Catherine says, geez, Ariel, you were looking handsome. Happy you turned down Taylor at the Clooney estate last month. Says Catherine. Catherine's referring to a inside joke I made of visiting the Clooneys, and I made up a story saying that I met up with that the Clooneys were trying to set me up with Taylor Swift, but I turned her down because she's not my type. Am I full? Or just I'm getting pretty full. Yeah, I am. So it might seem small dishes, but you will get full in these high-end experiences.
Yep. Right. So over here we have a county cannon, Turnip top breast, which is cooked in the sous vide. Finish the frying pan, a little bit of butter.
Interesting.
It comes with a mouthful of pumpkin, a caramelized pumpkin puree, some pickled raisins on top for extra acidity, and duck juice.
Oh, duck juice. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
thank you so much. Wow, so this looks great. So as I mentioned, duck is very hard to cook, and they got the skin. It looks very crispy. It looks very well done. And duck is supposed to be this color. You won't be don't come to a restaurant like this if you expect your duck to be well done. And I love the pumpkin puree. I'm a huge fan of pumpkin. I didn't know pumpkin grew here. Obviously, the weather is good for pumpkin, but pumpkin is not native to West Ireland, not native to Ireland. Period. It looks really good. Helen says in Pubs you have to ask for the Wi-Fi password. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Alomesu says again the presentation. Yeah, it's very nice. Let's see. So duck is sometimes hard to cut. Let's try this out.
That's nice.
That is a very good duck.
I know.
He lived a good life. He definitely did. Yeah. Wow. So great duck. Super tender. Very well cooked. Expertly cooked. No, it does not taste like chicken, the waitress. Yeah. It does not taste like chicken. Expertly cooked duck. The skin is actually not crispy as you would have in a Chinese Peking duck. It's actually really good, but it's not kind of that style. The skin is a bit more kind of tender, which is really good. Liam says, I hope you're enjoying the meal tonight. Seems like a real treat. Your Irish trip was brilliant to watch. Kind regards. Oh, thank you so much, Liam. Your expression says it all, says Lim. Thank you so much, Lim. I'm usually posted up somewhere. Hey, Ariel, a man in the mission to dispel the false stereotype that Ireland has bad food. Yeah, in part that's why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to show that Ireland has very good food. And by all means, Galway is, I think, the real foodie capital of Ireland. Because the pumpkin. That is super flavorful. Wow. Wow. That's so good. Let's try it with the white. Do you guys want to know what the image came into my mind while smelling this? It's not gonna make any sense. It's not gonna make any sense whatsoever. But let me know if you want to know. I could tell you logically what this smells like. But maybe you want to know the kind of instant mental image. That's a good wine. Oh wow. So once I smelled into this, again, this is not gonna make any logical sense. Again, I'm not a really food kind of official food person, but the mental image I got was of a man meditating on a snowy mountaintop. It's snowy everywhere around him, but all the snow just melted right around him. So he's almost like in this like warm circle, immersed in this beautiful landscape that's filled with snow. And as he hums those beautiful chants, as the snow is falling, there's fruits around him. He is bringing life to fruits in the snowy mountaintop, all the way up there in, say, the Himalayas, by the power of his own soul. That's how this tastes like. Susie says so. It's minty. No, it's not minty. No, it's not. As he is chanting to the fumes of the misty snow that's melting around him. That's how it tastes like. Wow. Okay, so I'll tell you a logical. This is a great wine. I'll tell you a logical explanation. This wine is rising every single sense in my body. It tastes like berries, but like the reddest berries you have ever seen. Excuse me. Back in 2018, that's a strong wine. Back in 2017, I gotta drink a lot of water after this. Back in 2017, I explored Finland, Helsinki. And I fell deeply, deeply in love with the berries. They were super, super red. Deeply, deeply red. And the berries were different from your raspberry or from your strawberry. And this tastes like that type of berry. Kind of a very deep red berry, picked by a man who's from a Sami tribe. Of course, this is from Slovenia, so it's a bit different. But wow, that's a great wine. Buy this wine if you can. I'm gonna have more of the meal. Since it's closing, I'm going to kind of eat a little bit faster than I usually would. So don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. So happy that they served this. I almost thought that the last course was going to be just desserts, but wow. Wendy says, "Are you okay?" I'm more than okay. I am. I feel elevated. Oh, this is a good meal. Now we're gonna try all the elements together. This is heavenly.
I know.
It's truly, deeply heavenly. Yeah. Especially combined with this wine.
Wine is perfect.
Compliments to the sommelier as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So the duck juice as well. Some duck reduction. And ooh, just adds so much more extra punch of flavor. Name of the wine, I'll let you know. Wow. Delicious. Some of the best wine I've ever tried. Everyone write down this name. Write down the name. Rocca. Sorry, my hands are a bit dirty. Rocca. Write down, memorize it. Buy it now. I'm gonna buy some Rocca. Yeah, definitely did. Definitely did.
One of the best.
It was quite an experience. I almost felt like I was taking a drug experience with that.
Exactly.
Because it was so vivid. Yeah. I'm glad he said immediately exactly. He knew what I was talking about. I poured myself some sparkling wine. Not sparkling water. Stephanie says, cool shirt. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, Ocean Angel says, lick the plate and smile at the waiter. Turn your water into wine. It says Buzz. So yeah, they served me this sparkling water. Oh, Irish sparkling water. 0% nitrates. That's nice. I think we only have a few more dishes left, everyone. A few more courses left. I hope you enjoyed it. That was out of everything I had in this meal so far. That duck pumpkin alone, it suffices the entire experience, I think. Now we're moving to desserts. Yeah, we're moving to desserts now. Yeah, that suffices the entire experience. Wow. Bravo. I feel like going to the kitchen right now and clapping at the chef. Imagine how awkward that would be. Yes, I have one more wine coming. Yeah, one more wine. So, cheers. Bottoms up. Wendy says, I love this. Oh, I'm running out of battery, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if you want me to connect. And I will. Helen says that's the drink talking. It might be, yeah, of course. Wine might be enhancing the experience. But the business is power bank immediately. Cool.
This was amazing.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, man.
Okay.
This is first sweet course. So we have blackberry sorbet,
Yeah.
fresh blackberries, alpine strawberry with grapes, and preserved pine flowers.
Oh, pine flowers, interesting.
Okay, Alexander oil,
Yeah.
butter, and then finish with the rose kombucha.
Rose kombucha, oh, interesting. Interesting. Rose kombucha, oh, interesting.
Rose, yeah.
Oh, roses grown here?
Yeah,
As well,
the wild rose.
Wild rose, oh, okay, fascinating.
For
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So wild rose kombucha. So rose, obviously many of you know what roses are, but kombucha, if you don't know, is a fermented tea. And this is a kombucha infused with the wild rose and a sorbet and some wild pine flower. Oh, that's so cool. And a wooden spoon, yeah. And the entire dish almost looks like an oyster on its own. Yeah. Hey, your man at the telly. Everyone, thank you so much for super chatting this. I appreciate that. You know, I would have to 100% be transparent. I would have come here regardless if I would be able to do a video or not. While my prerogative is always to give good experiences, this is the type of experience I would come here regardless if I had to do a video or not. But I decided because I really love making videos and I really love showing interesting things, I wanted to make a video of this. So I do appreciate everyone leaving super chats. Thank you so much. I do really deeply appreciate it. You must take a server with the chef for the thumbnail. Maybe, says Lawrence, maybe. So everyone give your man and everyone else who has super chatted and star send a huge round of hearts. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Those super chats will be going towards showing you a few more last days of Ireland before I go back and show you a little bit more of New York. And then who knows where we go after this. I got hold my camera because I'm charging my phone, so I can't balance it on the table. And the reason, again, I went live here is because of it would have been a little bit too awkward to use my gimbal. So that's why I went live here vertical. I hope you enjoy it. Let's try this out. Let me remove your man and telly. Thank you so much, your man and telly. Cilantro to you too. And Irish food is amazing, everyone. Do not sleep on it. Great coffee everywhere. Across the street, same owners own Tatar, and great coffee at Tatar. And here, great food, great food. Try this out. Great blackberries. I gotta eat the ice cream on its own. All I can taste is blackberries. So let's try the ice cream on its own. Ooh. Susie says kombucha is good for you. Yeah, Susan, that's right. Kombucha is good for you. Helen says it's a great video. I'm just having the crack with you. I'm glad. Your knowledge and sincerity is infectious, from a Dublin chap. Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Steve, on YouTube. Come to the UK, says Angela. I really want to. So, this ice cream is super. I use this adjective a lot. So, in my opinion, there's two types of taste profiles. There's bright, and there's kind of hearty. or kind of deep. This one's bright. It's weird. It almost tastes like have you ever been in a moment where you are just so damn thirsty, like really deeply thirsty, you haven't had water in hours, and then finally you find some water and take the first sip of that beautiful water? That's exactly how it tastes like. It's that first sip of water after a long time starving. It doesn't have like a very particular taste to it. It just has that kind of taste that hits the spot. And yeah, I can taste the roses. I'm drinking roses, everyone. Wow. Okay, so Beatles are playing, so this video is definitely going to be demonetized. So thank you for the super chatters. I appreciate this. This is a bonus video for all of you because I truly love making videos. But thank you super chatters for sponsoring the next upcoming few videos. Tomorrow we're going to go to a few awesome places. Cell phone reception permitting. That's a very bright fruit. The kombucha is amazing. Super strong rose flavor. Wendy says if you get up, oh don't worry, I'll put like 3 alarms. Hey, Buzz says if you got a nice fine day in Galway, it's so special and beautiful. Thank you for showing up as the city. My pleasure, Buzz. Thank you so much. My deepest pleasure. It's such a beautiful city. Great kombucha. They also picked very good berries. Yeah. What is kombucha? Kombucha is fermented tea. Fermented tea. Wish me luck. Ellis says Ellen says the duck looks delicious. I'm so glad. Kay says you can ask any Irish kid what the wooden spoon was used for. Oh, I have an idea. I went to Catholic school myself, so I have an idea. Sorry for the weird angle, I just got balanced on my cable because I'm charging my phone. It was a gooseberry. Blackberry, I couldn't tell the other 2 berries. Again, he told us, so you can write it down. My mother Patricia says hi. Hey Patricia, nice to see you here. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Michael says, thank you for an amazing adventure. My pleasure, Michael. Thank you so much. It's probably one of the better red wines I've ever tried. Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Very nice, yeah.
Made in very small quantities.
Oh, very small quantities.
1200 bottles only.
Oh, wow.
For the next wine, we are going to the Burgenland in Austria.
Oh, okay.
This is Santos Trockenbeeren aus Lese,
Yeah.
and this is made with 100% Grüne Veltliner.
Oh, okay, interesting. What's that, Grenfell?
Grüne Veltliner?
Yeah,
It's
what
the
is
grape variety.
The grape variety. Okay. Thank you.
Isn't it?
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm so full. That's dessert wine. Yeah, this is the last wine course. Cheers. I like this. Another.
Desserts.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
So, honey panna cotta with the bee pollen,
Okay.
rosehip gel, meadow sweet ice cream. That's the white herb sticks like simmer almond, and honey tuile on the top.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can I have some tap water, please? Of course. Thank you so much. Oh, actually, can I keep the bottle?
Oh yeah, for the
Some balancing. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So very interesting dish. Let's see how this cracks. Oh, oh my God! They made a beautiful panna cotta that looks like a beehive. That's so interesting, with some ice cream on top. Thank you so much.
No problem.
So the panna cotta is really, really good. It's so interesting eating it like in a beehive type of form, honeycomb type of form. I love the little sprinkling of bee pollen. It's really good. It has a little bit of flour taste to it because of the nice flowers that they end up putting, which is really good. So it's not too kind of all creamy. I like this. This is really good. You mentioned that this is like almond, I think. But I do like the panna cotta. Let's try the ice cream on its own. Looks like a really well constructed dessert. It is, yeah, it is. Yeah, the ice cream has a very super strong almond taste to it. Very almondy. Yeah, very strong almond. I like it. I'm not usually a fan of almond, but it's nice. It's nice. Let's try this out. I do love the panna cotta. They do make their ice cream really good. It's so interesting that there's so much ice cream in this menu. Very interesting. Very interesting. Zoe says, this is brilliant. Thank you for sharing this amazing experience. I must book similar. Well, I'm so glad, Zoe. Thank you so much. Everyone, let me know if you enjoyed this. Again, I'm in a very awkward scenario. I'm the only one in the restaurant. I did not tell these guys that I was going to be filmed beforehand. They don't really know what live video is. And then some restaurants are a little bit more suspicious because I assume food critics come, unlike what we experienced in Cork. So I hope you're enjoying this experience. I'm definitely doing my very, very best to give you the best experience possible. So let me know if you're enjoying it. And let's try the dessert wine. Oh, wow. Why is the frame so small, Lois? I decided to go vertical for this. Facebook has the best quality. Oh, wow. Oh my god. The fire went out exactly when I blew into this. I think it's a sign. That's so good. Anne-Marie says, I'm definitely going to visit this restaurant. Great show. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I do recommend this restaurant. I'll let you know a little bit more once I go outside. A little bit more of my experience, but I'll let you enjoy this restaurant. Alright, that is a really, really good wine. Let me have a little bit more of this. I'll describe the wine. That's good. That's good. Wow. Great panna cotta. And Jean says, I'm loving this live. Thank you. That was my phone. Yeah. Everyone, if you're watching, you usually watch on the television. The best viewing experience is going to be on your phone. Let me know, is YouTube automatically making it full screen for you? Or are they kind of making it narrow? Cynthia says, you're allergic to almonds. I am slightly allergic to almonds. I did not have the rest of that ice cream. It's nothing too bad, don't worry. But I did not have the rest of the ice cream because kind of don't want to upset my stomach. I can't wait to see when the air hits you. Yeah. That was really good. Yeah. Thank you so much. Zap says, yeah, best viewing experience would be on Facebook on your phone right now. Wendy says, you're very skinny in my TV, but still as handsome. Yeah, sorry everyone. You know, maybe in the future, especially as my audience grows bigger, I'll collaborate with the restaurant. But this was kind of like on the whim, and the reason I did not reach out to the restaurant beforehand is because I did not want to kind of be denied. So I kind of don't want to do it. Cheers. Oh wow. Okay.
And for the last one, we have the sweets.
So these are the final 3 courses.
Exactly.
Oh, wonderful.
More like petit fours, but we call them sweets.
Yeah.
So I do recommend start with the first one that I'm going to explain it to you. It's better to have it as cold as possible.
Okay.
In terms of texture and taste. So this is a 4G fudge with rose petal dust on top. Then the second one would be the sea buckthorn jelly. That one is sour and sweet, so it will cleanse the taste of the very unique koji fudge.
Oh, interesting.
And finish with a wardrobe custard tartlet and meringue on top. Now all three of them are based on wild ingredients
Yeah.
that grow in Ireland. So I hope you enjoy them.
And woodruff is a local herb, right?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Usually it's used in place of cinnamon. Yeah.
Well, cinnamon
Depends.
goes even a little bit on the vanilla side.
All fascinating. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, the final bit, everyone. So let me describe the wine very quickly before I bite into this first one. The wine is super sweet, super crazy sweet, in a good way because this is dessert wine. It has a little bit of a an apple liqueur taste to it. There's a little bit of an apple liqueur taste to it. Alright. Let's try this out. I was not given any utensils, so I assume that this is bite food. Final 3 courses, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to pay after this, and then outside, I'll tell you a little bit more of my experience. Let's try this out. I love that the plate is so huge. It's filled with so many herbs, but it's just this. All right, let's try this out. It's a very caramel taste to it. And now this dude says eat slowly. I will. No, this dude. Very caramel taste to it. Almost tastes like a candy bar. Yeah. Legit tastes like a candy bar. But definitely the most unique tasting candy bar I've tried. That's sweet. I'm getting like a vanilla taste to it. It's definitely very sweet. Very caramel taste to it. This one is really hard to describe. Really hard. But I assure you, if you had like a caramel before, turn up the volume of the vividness. You know, on the television where you could adjust the picture settings? You adjust your picture settings, and usually in the picture settings there's either saturation, it depends on the television. You might have vividness. Sometimes there are 2 different settings, or sometimes they're either or. This feels like you're taking a caramel fudge and turning up that vividness from 0 all the way to +5. That's what it tastes like. Not in terms of sweetness or intensity, it's just more vivid. But I can't tell you why. It's hard. It's just vivid. Alright, let's try this out. Right here. A lot of powdered sugar right here. Thank you so much. What was the first one again?
Was a koji fudge.
Repeat that.
Koji.
Koji.
Fudge.
What is that?
Koji is a old traditional Japanese.
Oh, goji, like in goji berries.
No.
No.
Koji.
Oh, different. Okay.
It's the taste of fermented rice.
Oh, fascinating. Okay.
That's why I say it's a very unique taste.
Yeah, very unique.
Different. So they have the rice, they put it fermentation
Yeah.
in a controlled environment, controlled temperature with no light, and it will develop this cozy taste, and then you can use it in different stuff. Like Japanese use it in a lot of things. And it's also good for your health as it works as an antioxidant.
Yeah.
And
Oxidant, yeah.
Oxidant and antibiotic.
Fascinating. That's why the taste is hard to describe.
Exactly.
It's very different from
That's
what we're
why
used
you
to.
need that after in order to actually feel this one.
Right. And the last one, can you remind me what is it again?
It's a Wardrobe custard tartlet
Okay.
with a meringue on top.
Meringue on top. Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Well, this one, because
Yeah.
we're all based on,
Yeah.
on ingredients from Ireland and Galway.
Yeah.
This is a koji made from barley, not from rice, because rice doesn't grow in Ireland,
Yeah.
but barley does grow in Ireland.
Fascinating. So
So it's from
goji.
the same family.
Yeah.
Now this one will be a little bit more sweeter, more pure than
Yeah.
the one from the rice.
Oh, that's fascinating. Okay. That's amazing. So yeah, he hits the adjective correctly. It's perfumey. Very perfumey. It's really good. It's really good. I usually am not a fan of candy or gummies, unless if they have a lot of CBD in them. But I already ate it, but I'm just gonna show you the plate anyway. That was really good. That was really delicious. That was like probably the most gourmet, high-end gummy bear I've ever had in my life. So let me have a little bit of the wine, and then we'll move on to the very last one. I gotta wake up tomorrow at like 8 a.m. I gotta drink like a gallon of water after this. Evelyn, sí, me da hambre verte comer. ¿Te está esperando cerca de ahí? Sí, sí, Evelyn, yo estoy cerca, no te preocupes. Gracias por viendo. Porque después que de comer y de beber todo eso me quedó perdido. So Evelyn says, after all that eating and drinking, I might get very lost. So, yeah, indeed, Evelyn, don't worry. I find my way. Your man is awesome. Your man, thank you so much for the extra €5. You left some euro before. Thank you so much. Well, damn, I got to contribute to the tip if it comes out with that knowledge. Okay, will do. Thank you so much for contributing $5 to the tip. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, final one. Okay. Again, I can tell you the logical explanation, or do you want the immediate image that came into my head as I bit into this meringue with custard? Which one do you want? Oh, I'll give you the logical, but do you want the image? Darlene says, "Will you having dinner here?" I already did, Darlene. What are you having? Says MK. Food I barely explain. Of course, you're gonna give us the image. Says Andrew. Let us know. I need a few more people. Slam that like button if you want the image that popped into my head directly while biting it. This is the last bite of this meal. I gotta pay, and then I'll tell you a little bit more outside. Last bite of this meal. Ronald, we are in a place called Anir, Michelin-Star restaurant. Hisami says image please. Okay. So once I bit into this, I imagined like I was 8 years old again, but rather than growing up in Jackson Heights, Queens, I grew up in the countryside of Ireland, in a beautiful cottage, and I'm running out. Through the doorway, the dog kind of burst out way ahead of me, and I'm chasing down my sisters. I never had sisters in my own life, but I feel having this meringue pie, I feel like I had an entire huge massive family. I'm running after my sisters. The dog is barking happily. Beautiful green pastures, and there's a few sheep all around. The sheep are buying. They're a little bit scared about the dog, and the sun is shining so brightly. It hasn't shined in weeks because it's been all cloudy and rainy, but finally we have some sunshine. That's how it feels like. Luckily I fell on the paper. That's it, everyone. We have reached the end of the meal now for just this tiny last swig. How it tasted more logically was the meringue was super soft. Usually, sometimes meringues can be a little bit harder, more like kind of like a hard candy. Super soft. The lemon was kind of very subtle. It wasn't even lemon, it was something else, but very subtle. The custard, not the custard, but the crust, just kind of very soft and very nice. Kind of crumbly, in more of a shortbread kind of way, rather than kind of that typical pie crust. That's how it tasted like. That's amazing. Steve says you're becoming more Irish than the Irish themselves. Love your vibe. You'll be missed when you leave. Everyone, I gotta take a commercial break. I hope you don't mind. This restaurant is very empty, so I doubt anyone is gonna steal my phone. But if they do, can you please yell at them? Let me know. Can you please yell at anyone who attempts to steal my phone? I'm gonna leave it here because I don't want to take it with me. I really gotta go to the bathroom. Really gotta. I mean, commercial break, not bathroom. I retract that statement. Only commercial break. Strictly for commercial purposes. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll be back. right now, tell everyone else in the comments a fun fact about yourself. I'm gonna pay the bill and then I'm gonna tell you more about outside for like 10 minutes.
Where's your bathroom? Where? Your bathroom? Right over here. You understand? Who would you pay 100 and something to do something almost the same? It's just stupid. Different. Look, it's straight up lines that I'm very proud of. Very. Whites and reds. Like for whites we have 2, 3 that are ours.
All set today.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Give me a few seconds.
How was your experience
It
tonight?
was absolutely wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, well, enjoy.
Great experience. Via car.
I'll be right back. So first time in Galway, in Ireland?
First time in Galway, yeah. First time in Ireland as well. I've been traveling for the past 3 weeks.
And where did you start?
Oh, I went to Dublin, Belfast, Kilkenny, and Cork as well. Yeah.
Okay. So you like Ireland?
Yeah, definitely enjoyed it. Definitely.
Perfect. Now, would you like to do 191 or would you like to add something to that?
Oh yeah, add 15% tip, which is add 25.
Thank you. It's much easier.
Yeah, which is 25.
So that's 216.
Yeah. 216.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Are you from Ireland yourself? Or?
No, I'm Romanian actually.
Romania. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been to Bucharest before.
Really?
Yeah.
Bucharest can be sick sometimes.
Very interesting city. Good coffee in Bucharest though.
Yeah, very good coffee in Bucharest.
Some like very high end
Exactly.
independent coffee shops.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's right. Well, even the food now is getting a lot better.
Yeah.
It's just that there are not a lot of them.
I made the
Just
mistake
few
of
them.
going to one of the classic restaurants. And I say mistake because they gave me like 3 courses that involved polenta. And
Bucharest.
Yeah, Bucharest.
Probably it was Calocubele, do you remember?
Yeah, right in the middle of the
In the
center.
middle
Very
of the center,
famous.
yeah. Very famous.
Very famous.
Big, huge building,
Right.
with music, live, and everything.
Right.
I don't know why all the tourists are taken there. I mean,
Yes. Yeah.
that should be probably the third thing on their list. You understand, like restaurant-wise.
Oh yeah, because I bet there's better restaurants out there.
Way. But
Yeah.
they get all the tourists, probably because of the building.
Yeah.
Probably because of how the atmosphere is. But food-wise, that's Romanian traditional food.
Yeah.
So Romanian traditional food, you usually eat just once. Understand? So Romanians will usually eat. Let's say you want to do a full meal.
Yeah.
You never eat that full meal at nighttime. You eat it just for lunch. At nighttime, it's a main course and a dessert, like dinner. Lunch, it's a soup or a broth or sour soup, which is pretty big.
Oh yeah.
Then you get the main course where you get some meat and some vegetables and then polenta and all other stuff. And then at the end, you get one dessert. And that's like full lunch. But the guys who are there, I know some of the guys. Like, I've been there and I've seen how they are. Usually when they get tourists, they'll try to make a big bill out of them, you understand?
yeah,
So
exactly.
they'll push a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with the right way to die, you understand?
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Traditional Romanian
So,
food.
yeah. I mean, the place is beautiful. It has
I mean, it
a lot
was
of
a-
potential,
Yeah.
and everything can be very nice in there. But food-wise and service-wise, it's very bad.
Right.
It's horrible. Actually. It's a horror movie. There. For me, anyway, which
What-
I'm from the.
What do you recommend next time I go to Bucharest? What's a very good?
Well, I can recommend you at least 2 restaurants.
Oh, cool.
One will be Anika.
Anika. Okay.
Anika. You can check that out.
Yeah.
I think it's it's Anika.
Oh, okay.
And the other one, it's called Noah.
No. Okay.
The guy from Noah, he's the owner, and he. Oh, actually, do you know something?
Yeah.
There is a guide. So
Yeah.
there is the Michelin guide,
Yeah.
which is Latin, and then in Romania, we don't have Michelin guide yet. We don't know
Also,
when
there's
it's
no Michelin-Star restaurants yet in Romania.
But
Yeah.
the French have 2 guides,
Yeah.
but they have more guides. But the most powerful ones, and number 1 is Michelin.
Yeah.
The second one, and also very powerful, it's called Goemio.
Oh. Gonyo. Okay.
And Goemio, it's an international, so it's international. It's been around 50 years. We had a lot of people from France, Italy, Spain, who would come based on that
Right.
guide. And so that just arrived in Romania in 2018. So if you go on that guide specifically, you'll see the first restaurants. Now, we have at least 5, 6, 7 all over Romania, which are 1 star. Because you get, in France for example, you get Goemio and Michelin in the same place.
Yeah.
And like for 3 Michelin-Star, you get 19 points from the Goemio. From 2 Michelin-Star, you get around 16, 17 points from Goemio. And from 1 Michelin-Star, you get 14 to 16 Goemio points.
Right.
And we have a lot of restaurants with 15 and above.
Oh wow.
So it's one star, it's there, but it's not from Michelin, but it's the same.
Not
equal-
yet, at least. Yeah.
Not yet, at least. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, okay, so it's getting good reviews a lot of those places. Because I went to an
Like
amazing.
there was another place called The Artist.
Yeah.
That guy is very showy. There is another guy called Kayamo. Kayamo is beautiful. Like
Fire, okay.
the whole idea of what he does there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So yeah.
Because I went to a place that was located in an old
Yeah.
mansion. Oh, it's so
Yes.
delicious. I forgot the name, but they just had amazing food. And that was my best food experience in Romania.
Old mansion.
Old mansion.
Was it called Bistro Français?
I think it was, yeah.
I worked there.
Oh, you
Used to
were there?
work
Oh, cool.
there. Yes, like white cloth tables.
Yeah.
Like the stairs going into the mansion.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's called Bistro Francais.
Bistro
Very
Francais.
good food, but it's not quite the Romanian food. That's more like French,
Yeah, it was a little
high
bit more.
class. Yeah.
Right.
Very expensive.
Oh, yeah, it was, yeah.
Let's call it like that.
Exactly right, that's right.
Way too expensive. But being the only one who offers international standard,
Yeah.
he doesn't have a competitor. So he just does the prices however he wants to do the
Oh,
prices.
yeah, of course, I can imagine, yeah.
Like he's one of the first restaurants who managed to do fresh oysters in Bucharest.
Oh, wow, okay.
Like others,
But it's
they-
far away to get the oysters, I assume.
No. Like I've seen it. I didn't believe it at first.
Yeah.
I've seen it. So they're coming with ice and water and seawater and ice and algas in big containers, and you see them move. They're alive. They're fresh.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and they keep them fresh.
Oh, that's very good. No, no.
So, but as I said, that's the first guy who ever did like international high class gastronomy in Romania.
Well, it's good. Yeah, Bucharest has so
Others
much potential. It's
It
such
does,
a
it
beautiful
does,
city.
It does,
Yeah.
it does.
I'm glad you're proud of it because a lot of Romanians weren't proud of their city.
No, I'm proud of Romania. Well, of course, we're not in a civilized country, lest
Yeah.
for some reason corruption, all that, and
Right.
corruption changes people, changes masses,
Right.
and obviously we will not be as international as other countries.
Right.
But in terms of food, in terms of hospitality, in terms of wine, drink, geography, relief, I think it's one of the best countries that there is.
Oh, that's amazing. Let me grab my jacket.
I'll do it. Don't worry, you're the only one left. So you don't have to put that massive. Yeah, but now he's not alone anymore.
Yeah.
So now there are a lot of other restaurants who do like high-end gastronomy. Like we have a chef who was working in Oma for a while and he came to Romania, opened his own restaurant. We had a chef, actually the best chef in Romania right now. He worked with Thomas Keller.
Thomas Keller,
And,
okay.
he worked also in French Laundry for a while in California, and like he's very good. And those guys open their restaurants, but they're not luxurious. They're just nice. They're unique. They're original.
Yeah.
But not like Bistro Francais. But the food, same quality, with a little bit of Romanian traditional,
Yeah.
but very international, very contemporary, very differently made in different ways. So yeah, it's way better.
Oh, that's good.
Way better.
That's good to hear. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
good day.
Good evening.
Good day. All right, let me show you the place from outside. Bear with me. I just wanted to have a conversation where, because they were very alerted by the camera, so let me show the place. So that was the place Anir. Oh, let me sorry, let me grab the. All right. That was Anir, everyone. Anir. Okay. So first, give a huge round of hearts. Sorry I had to put the camera down. I kind of just wanted to put the camera down so I can pay and then move out, but it was an interesting conversation with the waiter who was telling me about Romanian food. He's very proud of Bucharest, which I went to Bucharest before a few years ago, and I did a few days worth of live video there. I did not have the best experience. a lot of Bucharestians who were not proud of their city, not even the least bit. So it was very nice to hear this guy to be really proud of his own city. So let me move away from the music over here because we have very popular music. But yeah, so I went to Bucharest and it was I loved it, but the people there weren't proud of their own city, including the tourism board, which I collaborated with. And I thought they had amazing food, but they really didn't take advantage of the good food. So let me move. No, if you want, come on. All right, so informative, very well engaging, well done. Podcast has ended. Yeah, Ida, yes, indeed it has. Careful crossing the street, my friend. Indeed, I am. Be very careful crossing the street. Do you go back and buy the jacket? I did, Teresa. Yes, I am indeed wearing a jacket from an amazing store nearby from an Italian designer. Yep, we were earwigging. So, give a round of hearts to the restaurant. They were really awesome. Good service overall. And I really enjoyed the food. Sounds like the party's only starting. Yeah, there's a lot of people out and about here. A lot of people drinking now. It's student night. Go have fun, says Veronica. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Yeah, kids here are very young. You know, a lot of college kids here, like 18 to 21. You look lit, my friend, says Deanna. No, I'm perfectly sober, Deanna. Perfectly sober. 100% sober, Deanna. Don't you see how sober I am? So, okay, ask me any questions. I will answer any questions about high-end dining. Feel free to ask me any questions. A lot of vloggers actually don't cover high-end dining, let alone on live video. There's a few vloggers that cover high-end dining, but usually they put voiceover after their experience. And the reason you don't really see... Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much. We have the young Galway girls flirting. The woman said, your glasses are unreal. Oh, look at this. So a lot of people don't cover high-end dining. And now I realize why. It's very awkward to cover high-end dining unless if you're collaborating directly with the restaurant. And you know what? I actually tried about 3 years ago to collaborate with a Michelin-rated restaurant. And it was the most awkward experience I ever had in my life. I did not ever post a video of it. I'm not going to mention the name of the restaurant. It's a particular restaurant in Brooklyn. And the chef treated me with such a massive disgust. Really, literally. Complete uncaringness. That I thought to myself, I can not in good conscience post this video. So that has turned me off from reaching out to high-end restaurants. However, I have enjoyed covering Gabrielle Caruth the other day. It was really, really good. And that was almost a year ago. That was back in December. And this one, equally amazing experience. Really did enjoy it deeply. Yeah, really did enjoy it. Was the chef French? No, Irish. Most likely, I think. Irish. Best food in Ireland, Ariel. It was really good food. Would I say the best? I would not. I would not say it's the best. I would say it's amazing food. Galway's a madhouse, says Steve. Indeed it is. A lot of drunk people all around. And it's raining now, exactly when I come out. Irish American or Irish? I think it's Irish. Remember, I'm in Ireland. Did you have a favorite course? My favorite part of the course was the duck on the stew. Did someone's hair just go in front of the lens? Says Stephanie. Yeah, it was one of the drunken Galway girls that are flirting. Hey, is Kay's Kitchen Michelin-Star? It definitely could be. It could go that direction. Super good. You're super good at hiding your uncomfortableness. So the sommelier. I don't know why. I don't think it should be so weird that someone's making a video in a high-end restaurant. Because people do food vlogs all the time. But the sommelier was really, really uncomfortable. I don't know why, ladies and gentlemen. I did not film him. And he did not want to answer questions. He kind of loosened up towards the end, but he was really uncomfortable. Don't know why. This is the first time I really experienced someone in the staff in the restaurant feel really, really uncomfortable in front of the camera. Can you tell us more about the red wine? I don't know too much more about the red wine, Anonymous Dude, but it was really good. It was really good. Doughboys looked incredible. Do you feel awkward sitting by yourself and chatting, says Sarah? Yes, I do. 100%, Sarah. 100%. I do. But my job is to make a video and not show that and entertain. So Helen says he could be new. I don't think he was. I don't think he was new because I actually spoke with I went to Tartar beforehand, which is the restaurant right in front. It's actually a cafe during the day. It's run by the same owners. And the woman who was the waitress, she was telling me that sommelier is one of the best sommeliers. He's been doing this for many years. So she spoke very highly of the sommelier. So I was actually very excited to ask him questions. And she said, ask him questions. He'll tell you anything. I did not capture this on camera, of course, because this was me enjoying just a regular cup of coffee. But she told me, ask the sommelier. I know him. He's great at talking about the wine. He did not want to talk anything about the wine. I'm sure he's a nice chap. But very, very awkward. He did not, he suspected something from the camera that was negative. Maybe he thought you were a magazine critic. Maybe, darling. Maybe that was the case. He could be new, says Helen. Maybe he could be new, yeah. Wow, you're still here. I went to the beach to watch the sunset, says Elizabeth. Yeah, I really enjoyed this dinner. I went fast, by all means. If you're here with a few people, especially if you're here like with a significant other or a friend going on this dinner, this easily could have been a 3-hour dinner. I went fast. Would you recommend Anir for a romantic date? 100% would. Anonymous dude, yeah, 100% would. You ask great questions. You 100% would recommend Anir. Great food. So in terms of high dining, I would say Anir is very interesting. But it didn't capture my imagination. The ingredients were so amazing. But something about it, I felt like they could have gone a little bit more the extra mile. A little bit, just a bit more. Watch my Gabrielle Caruth video, and that was only 6 courses. But Gabrielle Caruth is 2 Michelin stars in New York. And I have that videos from like December of last year or January of last year. And something about their dishes kind of just were so inventive. So inventive. Here, I felt like the ingredients were very good. Excellent. top notch. But the dishes themselves, the construction, didn't blow me away on the deep level. But it was really good. I think it was really good. I paid 216 euro. 216 euro. So yeah, it was expensive. Was it worth it, says Roland? I would say yeah, it was worth it, yeah. Is it raining? Yes, it's raining. Lois. I'm very impressed, the artistry of the food. I am very impressed by the artistry of food. So by all means, I actually really impressed. Drink fresh lemon water to heal your liver. I think I might do that, Angela. What's the difference between eating a high-end restaurant? High-end restaurant is going to an opera. Regular meal, Sarah, is going to the movie theater. Movie theater, by all means, is something you'll do way more often. And it's, most of the time, it's really fun to see an amazing movie. And sometimes a movie just might blow you away and you'll remember it forever. But a high-end restaurant is going to the opera. And the thing is, when you go to the opera, you're going to spend a lot of money. It's going to be a very expensive night. You got to dress very well. And you might get bored. Or it might be really interesting. Or it might be boring when you're there, but then it'll stick with you. Operas function very differently from movies. And same thing with the high-end restaurant. It's more about the experience. What was the decor like? Simplistic, but comfy. What's your favorite movie? Oh, not relevant to today's conversation. The ingredients were a bit samey. I think they were, Angela. 18 courses, though. 18 courses, admittedly, is very hard to keep interesting. Very hard to keep interesting. But they did use ice cream, 3 to 4 times? They use ice cream quite a lot. Again, by all means, I do recommend the restaurant. You won't regret it. I definitely don't regret this meal. Not in the least bit. Still says, good candid conversation. If you're in Dublin before you leave, see at chapter 1. Steve, I think I've had enough of Michelin-Star restaurants for this trip. I'm reading the menu now. They have a children 4-course meal for $55. Yeah, they do. The egg dish was weird. It was definitely weird, but I think a very good weird. Very good weird. Any good coffee shops around here? A lot of them. Go Tartar, which is owned by the same owner. Owned by the same owner. Someone asked me, do I feel drunk? I don't feel drunk. I feel tipsy. Do I look drunk to you? No, I'm not drunk. Just tipsy. Hey, you can say you had Oyster ice cream. I can, Lucy. Oh, yeah. Sleep. Good day, long food. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go directly to sleep. 18 courses. Yeah, it was 18 courses. Oh, yeah. That gummy, says the numbers too. Oh, yeah. Is going to the CIA and...
Sorting you out.
Is it going to the CIA in New York similar to going to the Michelin-Star restaurant? What do you mean, Stephanie? CIA. What do you mean by CIA? Not the Central Intelligence Agency. Might mean something else. Have you got an umbrella? No, just a huge raincoat. Ariel, I bet you will sleep good tonight. Oh yeah, I will. You paid for a sensory experience. I gotta admit, that duck dish and that red wine combination, that shy sommelier did an amazing job. Outstanding job combining that red wine with that duck dish. Oh my God, I will be thinking about that for years. I love the jacket, looks good on you, Sister Teresa. Oh, thank you so much. Helen says I'm pissed. In America, being pissed means angry. But I know here it means drunk. No, I'm not drunk. I'm just tipsy. Very, very tipsy. Are you full? I am full. I am stuffed, actually. Bye for now, says Lorraine. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, I'll answer a few more questions. 2 more minutes. Feel free to ask any questions. What's your favorite multi-course meal ever? Oh, and honestly, great question. Very hard to answer. Very, very hard. But Ireland top course meal was Strasbourg goose. And I filmed a live video of that as well. That's so far my top meal. That restaurant in Cork City deserves a Michelin-Star. By all means, 100%. I hope they do get a Michelin-Star at some point. Your glasses are dry, says JK. No, they're very wet. It's Strasbourg goose. Bring us with you so we can keep you safe, says Terry. Oh, don't worry. Have not too much to walk. The kids are wild. Be careful. Yeah, lots of Galway girls all around. I gotta be careful. Indeed. Too many Galway girls all around. Sorry to hear they are not proud of their city, says that. So, oh, no worries. Will you be editing tonight, says Darlene. I think I'm going directly to sleep. Culinary Arts Institute, upstate New York, says Coriander. Ooh, good question. I'm not sure. Not sure. I took one class at the Culinary Arts Institute. Just like a few hours. It was a cocktail class. It was very fun. Sammy says, very loud. Oh, yes. Was the meat pie fiasco tasted like 18-course meal smashed together, says Wilhelm? No, it was really good. This is a really good restaurant experience. How you look like without glasses, says Veronica. That's what I look like without glasses. Where are you coming to New York? One day. One day I will go to. No, but October 11th is my last day. I'm heading back. Must be the liveliest street in Ireland here. Yeah, I'll show you. Eat some bread. I'm very full. Stephanie says, can we see the view of the street? Sure thing. I'll show you the view of the street. This is the bar that's super full. Apparently there's a bar in the back here. Bar in the back. It's laneway. Eat bread to help with your hangover, says Angela. I'm going to drink like a gallon of water. 1 gallon of water. Water. When are you coming to the UK, says Angela? One day. Zap says, I was hearing people screaming. No, just Galway girls screaming. Do you try a steak and kidney pie? Did I try steak and kidney pie? No, I have not. With kidney, no. I've tried steak and Guinness, not steak and kidney. Helen. Veronica says, I look sexier without glasses. Really, Veronica? Really? This is what Bond looks like when he's hiding from the Bond girls. How was the interior of the restaurant, says Denisa. It was nice. It was very good, very interesting. Definitely not the most interesting decor ever, but you're not high-end restaurants don't really expect too much with the decor. Sometimes with some restaurants, yeah, but not most. Most high-end restaurants actually could be pretty minimal. They're gonna look fancy. They're gonna feel fancy. The chair was comfortable. The table was nice. It was big. The dishware and the glassware were very good. So yeah. Steak and kidney pie is delicious, says Sammy. Eat a banana. The potassium is good for hangovers. I might do that. I'm always prepared with a stack of bananas. Is it snowing too, says Denny. Oh no, Denny. Can we see your hotel? I might post a video at the end of this live stream. I mean, not this live stream. At the end of my trip. Stay tuned. You'll see a short video. Youngins full of wiggles. Indeed they are, no, dude. It's a soggy evening, says Tammany. Yeah, it is. Isn't there a Galway Girl song? There is a Galway Girl song. There's a few, actually. There's one that was published something about 20 years ago. And then Ed Sheeran made another one. Are you going to watch Time to Die? No Time to Die. I am going to watch it once I go back to New York, Angela. You get it in a chip shop, says Helen. Some steak and kidney pie. Oh, maybe I'll try it out soon. Get to the hotel so we can smooch you good night, says Ocean. Hey everyone, behave. These live videos are strictly for history and food purposes only. That was impressive lung power. Yeah, some Galway girls are screaming out of sheer joy. Here at Giovanni's, some homemade chips, and there's a group down there. Barb is pissed that I say bunch of bananas instead of stack of bananas. Bunch of bananas. Barb. It's always will be always bunch of bananas. BC powder is to prevent the effects of alcohol, like a hangover. Oh my god, what is that? Is Ireland what you expect it to be like? 100%. I actually exceeded my expectations. Beautiful, beautiful country, amazing people, wonderful, warm people, and beautiful countryside. Denny says it's a family show. Yes, it is. Anamasu says, please don't sexualize our host. Yes, indeed, everyone. This is purely for history, food purposes. And I love hearing the wilds of Ireland. Yes, indeed. Remember all the bananas in the B&B in Italy? Oh yeah, they still keep on popping up. Okay, three more questions about the restaurant. Feel free to ask. 3 more questions. So many out on a work night. Do people work anymore? Do they? I don't know. Let me know. I'm not sure about this concept about working. I'm not sure if it exists anymore. All right, stop raining. That's nice. Not sure if people work anymore. Helen says it's good crack. You're a great sport, says Anonymous. Thank you so much. Let's see if anyone asks. 3 more questions. Do you think the Romanian guy was a good chef? The chef was not Romanian. He was just a waiter. He was a nice waiter. Really kind guy. The only awkward person was the sommelier. But by all means, he did a good job, especially with those 3 of those 6 wine pairings were just divine. So yeah, they all did a great job. They were all wonderful. But you know, I am filming a video, so it's a different circumstances. But as someone filming a video, I've been to restaurants where I get so much more warm response. Are you going to Connemara tomorrow? Stay tuned, Angela. Stay tuned. What was your favorite course of the 18-course meal? Okay, great question, Deanne. For the final question, or Stephanie, okay, I'll answer those 2 questions. Rona says, is there room for a pint? There's no room for a pint. I'm already ready to sleep. I gotta walk a little bit further towards my Airbnb. But favorite course, the duck, 100%. That duck it transported me to a different realm of existence. That duck. And okay, so Stephanie was the last question I was gonna answer. Do you enjoy? I love to see you with guests, says an honest dude. Great question, an honest dude. Making a video with a guest is very tricky with food because that guest would have to be someone who knows about live video or has very good on-camera personality. The thing is, not that many people do that. And not that many people could understand that if I'm making a live video that I have to pay attention a lot to the live video. And it's hard to kind of make a guest who's not used to live video feel included while I am filming a live video, while sitting down and eating. It's very difficult. And then beyond that, to not make it look awkward, because we have to be sitting on the same side in order to kind of get that good feeling of togetherness. That's why it's very difficult to make a live video with a guest in that type of situation where I'm kind of just going on the whim to a place. If I were collaborating, which I've done before, with a restaurant, then it's a lot easier to go with the guests, because the restaurant will understand we're sitting on the same side, we're talking to the camera, and then hopefully the guest that I have, the co-host, is good, that we can chat. So it's difficult. It's difficult to do it with the guest. But believe me, I would love to recreate kind of a awesome dinner with someone else live and make all of you feel included at the same time. But I find them much easier as a live video creator to fully focus on the audience. Because if I were, say, with a significant other in that restaurant, if they're not really in the live video, it's going to feel very awkward for them. And that kind of would distract me from giving you my fullest attention. I like K's town, very friendly. Yeah, it is. Okay, so the last question I was gonna answer was, did I tip the waiter? I did indeed. €25, which is about 15-ish percent, 17%. Do you enjoy high-end restaurants versus mom and pops? As I mentioned, high-end restaurants is like going to the opera. Going to the opera. You're not going to go to the opera on a daily basis. You're not even going to go to the opera on a weekly basis. Some people do, but most people don't. Going to a mom and pop shops is like going to a very good movie. Go to a very great movie. You'll do that more often. So high-end restaurants is something good to do once, twice a year. Like this experience. Going to a mom and pop shop, that's something that you might do every week. Might do a few times a week. So definitely mom and pop shops, probably something I would do way more often than high-end restaurants. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you watching this live video. Thanks for the lovely evening. Couldn't follow it all. Thank you everyone who has super chatted. You'll be seeing awesome places tomorrow and Saturday as well. We have one more day, 2 more days, 3 more days, and then Dublin. I'm gonna do something, my last stop for that final day. I hope you enjoyed this vertical video. I gotta walk a little bit further up. Now I am going off to sleep. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed being a virtual dinner guest in this live video. And by all means, give Anir a round of hearts. They did a great job with this restaurant. It was really fun covering a high-end restaurant experience for you. I hope that answered many of your questions. If you have any other questions, I know high-end restaurant experiences could be intimidating for a lot of people. So if you have any other questions, I'll do my best to answer them in the comments. Everyone, keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Slangafon. Bye-bye. Slangafon.